After a playoffs filled with fights and controversy that left some of NASCAR's biggest names on the sidelines, it's now a four-man race to the finish and the title today at Homestead, with Ryan Newman in the very curious position of perhaps winning a championship despite sporting a 51-race losing streak. In fact, Newman's led only 41 laps all season as he faces a trio that has taken the checkers no less than 10 times. We've got it all covered for you, all the contenders, and a couple of reporters to do the job, starting with Marty Smith. Morning, Marty.
Hi, Hannah. How are you this morning? I hope well. There are many storylines this evening and many dynamics involved. And for Kevin Harvick, one of those storylines is truly emerging from Dale Earnhardt's shadow this season. Tonight's race will be the culmination of a season spent doing just that. When Earnhardt died in 2001, Harvick was handed the keys to his car and all the pressure that came with it. He won Daytona 500s in that car. He won Brickyard 400s in that car, but he never won a championship in that car. And in order to be happy and have the opportunity to win a championship, he felt he had to leave Richard Childress Racing. He did that this season, and here he is with an opportunity to win a championship, the first of his career, with his dear friend Tony Stewart. Now, as for Joey Logano, this is the culmination of a season of validation for Logano. He was anointed by NASCAR legend Mark Martin the next big thing as a 15-year-old. At 18, he was in the Sprint Cup Series with Joe Gibbs Racing, ultimately did not live up to the hype. He worried he wouldn't even have a job after he failed at Joe Gibbs Racing. Team Penske gave him a chance, and here he is with an opportunity to win a championship as a five-time winner this season. If he does that, he'll become the 30th Sprint Cup champion in NASCAR history. Now for a report on the other championship contenders, here's Mike Massaro.
Thank you, Marty. And to appreciate the story of the two underdogs, that being Ryan Newman and Denny Hamlin, you need to understand their history as well. As for Newman, he lost a championship that should have been his in 2003. He dominated the season that year, winning 8 times. He captured 11 poles, yet ended up 6th in the standings. He remembers that well. But perhaps in more heartbreaking fashion than that, in 2010, Denny Hamlin came into the season finale right here at Homestead Miami Speedway with the championship points lead. He spun early in that race, never recovered, and ultimately became the championship runner-up that day to Jimmy Johnson. Both stinging, heartbreaking losses for both of these underdogs. So for them, they've got a couple of things that perhaps the favorites do not have. They enter today, despite not having the stats that those two guys have, racing pressure-free. And Hannah, they also have one other intangible. Plenty of motivation, knowing they lost a championship already in their career.
Absolutely. That's Mike Massaro, Marty Smith, both gentlemen back. We will see you in just a bit. My coverage of NASCAR Sprint Cup Championship beginning today at 1 Eastern on ESPN.
Luck under pressure.